it's Allison here, also known as Lasan Faye, and today I'm here with my October plan with me. So, since the month of September ending actually represents the ending of a quarter of a year, I wanted to also go ahead and show you guys how I'm tracking my goals on a quarterly basis, based upon the goals that I set for myself at the beginning of the year. So, that's where I'm going to start. And so to do that, just past my Calendex page, I have my 17 goals for 2017. And I've been making progress, as you can see. I just need to keep with it and move things around that I need to. So, because the quarter isn't quite over, some of these that I do intend to cross off this month before the end of the quarter. I can't quite do it yet just because I haven't finished them and it feels like a bad idea to cross it off before I've actually done them. And so I'm doing the best that I can. And so whatever I don't cross off and what I know I'm not going to get to, I'm actually going to go ahead and write over here in my fourth quarter tasks. So, and this comes from both this list as well as this list. So things like passing my prelim, which is an oral prelim or an oral exam that I have to pass for my PhD. It's my last little exam I have to take before I defend my dissertation. But it's typically done before most of the dissertation research is done. And so that is one of the things I'm trying to get done by the end of the year. I'm going to go back and I'm going to resume my Zen Doodle with Me videos. So if you've been missing those, they'll be back soon. And I also have to learn to make so many new meals. I'm not going to fill in that number because who knows, maybe I'll cook something new later this week. And let's see, so so many one-shots, which are just like little one-chapter fics. Typically I do it for fan fiction. Sometimes for my own fiction, it's just a creative writing exercise. And I've now created a routine for exercise. So now I want to maintain it. And there's probably some more that I have to move over, but I want to play around with the other things I need to do first, and wait and see how this month ends. So quick flip through of the month of September. Yes, I had a very blank Zen Art Challenge page. I haven't had time to get to it with all the travel and then school starting up. So I have my task list. I have my project timeline. These are pretty much exactly the same of what they used to be. There's still some tasks here that I need to finish. And while I've created my yoga routine, I do still need to establish it and keep it in my schedule. And I already mentioned I've kind of been skipping the Zen Art Challenge this month, even though I didn't mean to. I wanted to do it. And so then I go into my first weekly. Since this is before school, I still have just a weekly page, and I have my daily affirmation off on the daily section on the right hand side and all my tasks on the left hand side. And similarly, that also happened for the following week. And so in my monthly plan or not my monthly, but in my quarterly setup, I left the spread after this blank, and it's still half blank. But what I've decided to do is, since I have a weekly rhythm, I wanted to create a monthly rhythm. And since there are at least 4 weeks every month wherein the majority of the days of that week belong to that month, I decided to divide up the month into 4 weeks, and essentially things that happen in the first week go up here, and then I can cross them off as they happen. Things that happen in the second week, in the third week, and finally in the fourth week, which I'm currently in. And I'm still deciding what I'm doing with this page. This might just become a doodling page or a start of school welcome page. I haven't decided yet. Then I have my quarter set up and my weekly rhythm now that it's all filled in with my routines and like what I'm doing during the day. I'm extremely happy with how this came out. So I could not ask for a better look at what's going on in my life at a given point during the week. Even if like these things don't follow exactly, like this is a general idea of how it looks. And then I get into my first week of term, which I've changed the setup just a tad. And what I mean by that is this page is still the same as it has been. It's this page that's changed around. I still have my personal goals, what I'm reading, what I'm working on, like project-wise, who I need to contact, and what's upcoming. But what I decided to also do is some weekly habit tracking. And you can see that my habits are kind of not happening this past week. And I'm hoping to improve upon this week. But I get through the week, and I've actually set up my my daily headers a bit differently from how I used to, because it used to be I just did the date or the day of the week in long cursive, and then the date underneath, and then highlighted it with my Tombow of the month. And instead, what I've started doing is including this drop shadow. And the way I'm doing that is I'm still using the Fudenosuke pen to do the black, but I'm then using the twin tone Tombow markers in order to create this drop shadow, drop highlight effect. And I think that looks really cool, so I'm gonna keep with it for a while, and it's extremely easy for me to do. And I've also actually been using the twin tone to write in my headings in here. I know the orange is probably really hard to see in this lighting. The purple's a bit easier, and that's the purple I'm gonna move to for October, because October is my birthday month and purple's my favorite color. So that's why October is purple. And yeah, so I just have the week, and I'm gonna go ahead and skip another spread to give me enough space for the whole week, and go ahead and set up for the month of October. So I'm just gonna start the time lapse. But for some real quick information, I'm using a slightly darker purple than what I used for my quarterly setup. I'm using Tombow marker 603 for October. Anyways, I will see you all after I finish setting up. it's just my usual setup this month. The task list, the project timeline, and then the Zen Art Challenge. But I'm back to filming the Zen Art Challenge next month. I'm starting October 1st, so this Sunday. And I'm really looking forward to getting back into doing that. I've really missed doing those videos. In fact, I sometimes have days where I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be filming this. I'm like, wait, no, I took this month off because of travel and like this, that, and the other thing. But otherwise, I'm really looking forward to getting back into that. Yeah, so that's it for the month of October. And I guess I will see you all in my Zen Doodle with me videos. So until then, take care and have a wonderful weekend. Bye.